Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot. And this is going to be a reading for my Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus energies in and around Taurus for the month of March. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out at any point in time. This reading may or may not be for you, so please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. All right, Taurus, let's see what kind of a message needs to come through for you for the month ahead. Love, I think maybe you've been going through a period of loneliness. Maybe you've been alone for quite some time. I think get ready for some love to come forward. I think a new commitment might be in focus. I think maybe it's kind of time to just accept that things can't just change without you kind of doing the work. I think maybe you've done a lot of work. Maybe you've reached a place of total surrender. I think maybe as you release control and trust in the divine energies in and around you, that's allowing you to have the courage to maybe step into a new committed partnership. I think happiness is just around the corner, Taurus, and maybe this relationship will start off as friendship. Maybe you've got somebody watching you in the background. Somebody's definitely in your life for a reason, and maybe this is a huge lesson in forgiveness. Have you still been harboring some resentment blocks and when it comes to this flow of love trying to come forward? Because I think you are on the right path. And I think love is just around the corner. So where are you still needing to surrender and to release control? I think you've definitely, embraced this self-nourishing journey. I think a lot of creative aspects of your mind have been coming forward when it comes to manifesting happiness in your life, surrendering the ego. And I think success is around the corner. I think you're stepping into love is kind of what's coming through, Taurus. But let's see what else needs to come through. Health, that wanted to flip over. So I think you've been honoring your physical vessel. I think maybe there's been some regrets when it comes to some past energies. This could be your energy or somebody you're dealing with. There's some grief here. There's some regrets. Maybe somebody walked away from you and lost you, and I think there's a lot of regrets about the past that really can't be changed. Maybe somebody is learning to appreciate you. I think you've really, stepped into honoring your physical vessel, your spiritual journey, and I think this light is kind of enshrining you, which is maybe triggering somebody to be thankful for having you in their life. I think there's going to be an opportunity presenting itself to maybe heal some past regrets, to heal some past pain. Forgiveness is likely going to be needed. And I think maybe you've been, persevering through all kinds of challenges. And I think somebody's been living in denial when it comes to just how deeply they've been grieving and regret maybe a missed opportunity with you. So I do think get ready. Somebody's coming out of self-denial, and somebody I think is getting ready to commit to this loving experience with you. I think somebody's kind of trying to find their inner strength, their courage to face all of these fears with confidence. I think somebody's facing a lot of challenges. Maybe somebody's envious of your growth, your expansion. And I think there's been a lot of resentment, and there's going to be some blocks being released when it comes to forgiveness and stepping into love. I think somebody is facing a lot of adverse challenges in order to learn a major lesson when it comes to love and releasing some negative energies. So let's keep going. I think, somebody's getting ready to take some action. I think somebody's decluttering their life, purging and cleansing their life of whatever's been keeping them stuck, getting ready to come forward and communicate freely. So get ready for somebody to take some action towards you, because somebody I feel is coming into their power, getting ready to kind of take some action. And I think maybe this is, a deep, deep ancient connection with a lot of spiritual inner knowing. There's something about to emerge when it comes to stepping into the future, when it comes to, you know, embracing a connection with an open heart. So there's this huge release, I feel, coming forward when it comes to some past grief. I think you have rised above the fray. I think you've been going through a period of growth, expansion. I feel like you're kind of coming out of the shadows, emerging. I think you've really trusted in your intuition, followed the higher guidance, and you are about to step into a wonderful brand new beginning. So get ready for love to come your way, Taurus, because I think you've persevered through whatever challenges Spirit has brought forward, and you're about to get launched into the next leg of your journey. I think you are. You're standing in the light of truth. You're standing in your power. You're boldly and confidently, you know, improving your life, stepping into gratitude, stepping into love. I think you've stood firm in your boundaries, and you've been brave, noble, and strong when it comes to, you know, packing up and leaving the past behind you. And I think this is in turn bringing in a brand new energy. So trust in the messages you've been receiving from your heart. There is a connection here where the both of you will rise above. So I think get ready for a revival, a renewal. There's this new radiant vitality coming forward in the month of March, Taurus. And you're just encouraged to ebb and flow with these universal energies as you kind of rise above. Somebody here is getting ready to come forth with an offer as they step into their power and come forward boldly and confidently. So I think, yeah, be true to yourself. I think you've been doing a lot of integration when it comes to some shadow aspects. I think you've really explored the negative side of your life and transmuted those energies. I think you're finally getting ready to claim your art. So I think, you know, what creative aspects are you needing to claim? Taurus is that Hierophant energy. So maybe you are a channeler of some sort when it comes to the spiritual realms. I think it's time for you to claim your art, to really step into being true to yourself, to really go after your dreams. So I think you've manifested a brand new beginning here, Taurus, and I think it's kind of time to strengthen your spiritual gifts, to manifest the life of your dreams, to reach for the stars. Maybe you're manifesting fame. I think it really is time to reach for your fullest potential and to live your soul, not a role that other people have kind of enshrined you in. I think it really is time to step into a higher level of commitment. Somebody is getting ready to speak up. Somebody is getting ready to come forward with a commitment. I think your vibration has been rising, Taurus, and as your vibration rises, you usually get met with all kinds of distractions, challenges, but I feel you've gone through this rejuvenation process. You've faced all of your inner demons, all of your shadows. You've learned how to nurture yourself. Taurus is the Empress energy. And I think you've really faced your shadows. You've laughed at your demons. And it's kind of time for you to step into some really good things coming your way. I think your dreams are about to come true, Taurus. So let's see what else needs to come through for you for the month of March. Be of service. Yeah, I think you're stepping into your purpose, your mission, stepping into service within the collective. Maybe you've faced a lot of shadows, and what you've overcome, you're bringing that forward, stepping into your power and teaching others how to overcome these boundaries. So I think you are kind of really just needing to trust in the divine plan right now and to really have faith. If you've been feeling like, you know, you're losing faith when it comes to a commitment, when it comes to a romantic partnership, I think the divine really has a higher plan in store for you. So you might need to face some adversities. Maybe you're going to be doing another spiral when it comes to some shadow work, but you are needing to have faith, and you are encouraged to, you know, tune out those distractions. What sacrifices are you needing to make in order to really step into the future, to really look forward? Maybe you're going to have to, you know, cut some people out of your social circle. Maybe there's some friends that are kind of a distraction for you when it comes to stepping into service, stepping into mission. There's definitely something you're needing to say no to in order to step into this forward motion. So I think get ready for a lot of reflection in the month of March when it comes to the divine plan that's kind of at work in your life, Taurus. I think, yeah, get ready to find your strength. I think you are preparing to lay a new foundation. You're definitely safe and protected as you go through this huge karmic release. So I think get ready for some spiritual acceleration when it comes to your mission, when it comes to your path. I think definitely a lot of wisdom transmission coming through when it comes to your life experiences. Everything that you've learned, I think get ready for some new downloads to come forward as you kind of step into this acceptance of what was. You know, regret, remorse, and guilt are all wasted emotions. So get ready to accelerate very quickly. I think this full system upgrade really is allowing you to fulfill some soul contracts. I think there is a new soul contract being signed in the month of March when it comes to a committed partnership. And I feel this gateway portal is allowing all kinds of manifestations to come forward for you, Taurus. So what else does Taurus need to be aware of? That's a lot. Heart of Swords. There's definitely an all-encompassing loving connection trying to come forward that's going to bring forward a lot of peace and serenity in your life. So where are you needing to drop those shields around your heart? I think there's been a lot of inner vision coming forward, Taurus. And I think you have been seeing the pathway forward very clearly. I think your heart has gone through intense healing recently. And it's kind of time for this huge karmic release to come full circle is what I feel. I also feel this is linked to you healing a lot of family lineage, a lot of family karma. And maybe you've learned a very valuable lesson in boundaries and limitations. And I think you're kind of stepping into your higher calling, stepping into your purpose, because I think it's really time for you to shine your light, to find your inner willpower, your inner strength, to, you know, activate your mission. I think there's a lot of attunement taking place when it comes to your throat chakra. Taurus is ruled by the throat. So the divine really is supporting somebody to come forward and speak some truth. I think there's a lot of confirmations coming through with the signs, the synchronicities, as you learn a great, valuable lesson when it comes to embracing your uniqueness. You know, we all have our own unique vibration, talents, and gifts. And as you accept these gifts with grace and embrace the emotional sensitivity of your heart, it allows you to really strengthen and lay those firm foundations for the future. So I kind of feel this light body activation as you really access all of this divine truth from within. I think you've got a lot of spirit guides in and around you, bringing forward a lot of confirmations when it comes to this lesson, when it comes to, you know, this grief, this regret, this remorse, this guilt, in order to improve your health. I think a lot of strength is coming forward. I think you've really worked hard at building your own foundation of security. And now it's kind of time to lay those foundations for the future, for some family structures to come forward. So really going to need to trust in your intuition, Taurus. You're really going to need to trust in the energies that you've been sensing when it comes to this deep knowing. You might be deeply connected to music at this time, perhaps even coming into some clairaudiency gifts. I think your vibration really is rising and there is a lot of truth coming forward. I think get ready for somebody to communicate with you and to be transparent. I think finances are going to be increasing as you kind of step into your power. Financial abundance is going to be flowing towards you, and I think definitely improving your relationships. I think karmic freedom is around the corner. There is a connection here where there is a lot of deep emotional intimacy, and maybe there's a need to kind of accept and to trust in the energies coming forward, Taurus. I think maybe you've been worried about money, but there is like this interconnectedness between you and another. And I feel maybe you had to find your self-confidence. Maybe you needed to know your self-worth, to love yourself before you could bring in this new connection. Maybe, you know, you had to build your own foundation first in order to, you know, improve all of your relationships. But I think an improvement within relationships. And I think you're going to be shown clearly exactly what it is that you need to do in order to birth this new family structure. So family, belonging, community, your tribe. I think you've been in this nesting stage. When it comes to manifesting love in your life, I think you have manifested a loyal partnership coming forward. So get ready to receive, because I think you're stepping into a newfound emotionally balanced relationship. I think this relationship is going to bring forward a lot of harmony, a lot of peace, a lot of balance. I think get ready for a brand new beginning in love. That's feeling like an Ace of Cups. Love and money. So whatever you've been visualizing, I think that is coming to manifestation. Your visualizations, your affirmations, they are all paying off. I think you are about to step into a new loving experience, and there is a need to kind of release and let go of any bitterness and resentment when it comes to past pain. Look at the healing journey in its entirety, Taurus. Look at all the growth that you've kind of embraced. Step back into compassion. I think somebody here might need forgiveness. Maybe somebody here is needing some financial help. And I think there's definitely some physical health coming out to be addressed. You know, are you harboring a poor body image that is needing to be released in order to restore some vitality, some strength, and some balance in your life? What creative aspects are you needing to go into in order to honor your self-expression, your originality, to find that passion again? I do feel a connection where you will be able to be your most raw, authentic self with. So I think focusing on your health, focusing on raising your vibration, and this truth, transparency, and communication is coming forward. I think you've done a lot of deep inner child healing. And it's time for you to return to a state of lightheartedness, a state of playfulness, innocence, and wonder. So I think somebody's getting ready to make a choice. And authenticity is definitely in the forefront when it comes to these energies, Taurus. So get ready for some big, big changes, both inward and outward. I think you really are stepping into appreciation for all of these lessons, a huge karmic release of all of these old energies in order to kind of birth this brand new life. So where are you needing to offer compassion to another? I think you are being asked to release any judgment when it comes to some past pain, because I kind of feel a divine connection here where the two of you will be that mediator when it comes to manifesting heaven on earth. So a lot of spiritual energy is coming forward, Taurus, when it comes to an unconditionally loving connection. So I think get ready for some big, big changes. There's a lot of heart energy coming through for you. When it comes to a spiritual connection, I think get ready for a tantric journey. I think there's a lot of sexual passion here. And it's kind of time for you to embrace this sensual experience with another is what I'm feeling, Taurus. So what have you been visualizing? What have you been manifesting? I think forgiveness is key. I think you're kind of really coming out of that unfoldment when it comes to this cosmic flowering. You're likely a divine feminine. And the energy is really supporting your receptive, nurturing side this month. So get ready to really openly express yourself within this connection. There's a lot of intricacies when it comes to this creation coming forward. So I think an activation when it comes to feeling like you're at home with somebody, a connection that just feels like home. So definitely this magnificent energy surrounding you, Taurus, when it comes to your very core and taking back your power. So major changes as you kind of close out a cycle and kind of rise above the fray. Transition. You're definitely going through a transition period and you're learning to utilize your discernment. So the energy really is supporting this deep understanding to offer forgiveness to another, compassion. I think you've really learned to let go and to surrender to this spiritual processing. And as this transition is occurring, you're really learning to use your discernment when it comes to viewing the world, viewing people in and around you from a place of inner balance is what I feel. So it's like this compassion and wisdom, but yet with this detachment involved. So I feel this harmonizing energy in and around your heart as you really step into this healing energy, living life through grace and compassion. I do think you're manifesting something that you have desired for quite some time. And this integration process really is allowing you to bring all of this balance back into your life. So I think somebody is getting ready to activate their throat chakra when it comes to speaking some truth. But let's jump in with some tarot. Ooh, Strength, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, Six of Cups. Definitely a reunion. You could be harboring this fire energy. I think you are. You're standing in the light of truth. You're standing in your power, Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. I think you're standing in your truth. You've got those boundaries in place. And I think this is in turn triggering a rebalancing. Maybe you were dealing with somebody in the past that was giving to more than one. Maybe you got in the driver's seat and you went in a new direction because somebody was, you know, resistant to giving you what it is that you deserve. I think you found your power, your strength to reignite this flame from within you. I think you got a lot of visions. I think you're likely harboring this visionary leader energy, stepping into truth, which is in turn triggering a reunion energy for this karmic rebalancing to come forward. You could be dealing with a Cancer, but somebody I feel has really held back making a decision when it comes to this new beginning. And I think blocks are about to get removed when it comes to a spiritual connection. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that was self-sacrificing in a connection. And I think there's been this deep internal struggle, this power struggle when it comes to a brand new beginning, when it comes to a clean slate. There's that Four of Cups. Yep, somebody's been battling with their ego. When it comes to a missed opportunity with you, I think somebody regrets going towards some third-party energy, and there's about to be some illumination when it comes to this karmic rebalancing. Then we get the Queen of Cups. So we do have the Five of Wands, Taurus. We have the Page of Coins and the Four of Cups. So this is some past energy, I feel. Somebody really has been struggling when it comes to coming forward with something tangible, an offer. I do think somebody, you know, missed a chance with you in the past. They didn't want to look at it. And I think somebody is deeply fearing that they're not going to be able to bring some balance back into this situation. There's somebody getting ready to come forward and speak some truth. I do think somebody deeply hurt you in the past, and somebody's trying to find their strength to come forward with an offer. I think you did have a lot of love to give. I think maybe somebody deeply hurt you in the past, and you've gone through this transitionary period of healing your heart, coming into, you know, some healing, the Four of Swords. You've gone through some healing, some expansion is what I'm feeling. And, you know, somebody I feel walked away from you. And in turn, this really put you on the spiritual path. There's definitely something being rebalanced with the Six of Pentacles. Somebody is coming back to give you something that maybe they didn't put in the work in the past, because somebody wants to heal this connection. So wishes are being granted. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, a Pisces, another Earth sign, a Cancer, or a Leo. But I think the central energy with this Temperance is this divine connection coming together, fire and water. I think you kind of are standing in those boundaries. I think you've got your guard up, because I think somebody, you know, was playing games with you in the past, was dealing with some third-party drama, wearing a mask, not being authentic, Cancer energy again. And I think somebody's been going within and transforming. I think you're dealing with an Emperor here, an Aries or a Virgo. There's been a masculine that's really been going within when it comes to this grief, this regret. And I think they clearly see you as abundant, stable, grounded, solid. I think you're sitting in this pre-Empress energy. You've done the work. And I think somebody's manifesting, taking action towards you. There's a lot of passion here. Somebody wants a brand new beginning with you. Somebody wants to bring some balance back into a situation. Something was not just in the past. Maybe you were dealing with a masculine that abandoned you in your time of need. And they've really gone within and learned a valuable lesson. Somebody's getting ready to come forward and do the work. But let's see what this Four of Cups is all about. I think somebody fears coming forward for that brand new beginning. Yeah. There's been resistance because there was secrets here. I think somebody was hiding their emotions for you, hiding their passion for you with the High Priestess. Somebody's really been playing into the darkness, the dark mysteries, transmuting all of these energies. There's resistance. Somebody sees you as ultimate fulfillment. There's your energy, the Empress. So somebody is coming forward to close out a past cycle. Major lessons being learned when it comes to foundations. I think somebody sees you as this legacy, very abundant, very nurturing. The Empress is the mother of all mothers, the queen of all queens. So I feel you've really mastered some very painful life lessons, you know. The Empress is all the queens wrapped up into one. I think you've mastered all of the elements. And I do think there's a lot of harvest in and around you in the month of March when it comes to building a legacy, when it comes to building a committed partnership. We do have the Emperor and the Empress. We do have a true pair on the board. They build legacies. They are leaders. They are visionaries for the future. And I think there's been somebody hiding just how much passion they have for you. So I think somebody's kind of praying that it's not too late to come back for a missed opportunity, because they do. They see you as their happily ever after, their wish fulfillment. So you very well could be dealing with a Cancer that walked away from you. Maybe they walked away to you know, a water sign to build a foundation there. But I kind of feel victory lies in laying down this long-standing burden. I think maybe somebody was dealing with some addictions, some codependencies. They've been holding on to a foundation for materialism, for greed. And I think somebody here, you know, is hitting that rock bottom when it comes to laying down a burden. And they really want to come forward and have that victory and success with you. Okay, I was going to ask about this Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, and we get the King of Wands reverse, the Magician, the Palace of Swords, and the Chariot. So maybe somebody was overindulging with a lot of addictive behaviors, over drinking, to mask the pain on the heart when it comes to this deep spiritual connection. I think there's a lot of memories here, a lot of nostalgia. I do think somebody got caught up in a third-party entanglement, people, places, or things. It doesn't have to be a person. But I think somebody here really wants to come forward to go after their wish fulfillment. Scorpio, Pisces energy. Somebody's getting ready to make an unexpected choice in love. There's a deep spiritual connection here, Gemini. And there is going to be a brand new beginning in love. Somebody is going to be reaching out, passionately communicating with you. I think they've not been communicating. They've been hiding their feelings for you for quite some time. And they've been hiding these feelings through addictive behaviors. And I think somebody really has lost their passion for life. There's a lot of truth washing over somebody. And I think somebody's really been dwelling in this truth, trying to heal from the pain that was caused in the past, getting ready to gather up their emotions, to get in the driver's seat and to go in a new direction, to manifest movement forward. So I think you could be dealing with the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, or Cancer, but there's somebody manifesting a lot of communication because there's a rebalancing here. I think somebody is experiencing a life force activation and awakening when it comes to some Kundalini energies. And I feel there is going to be a rebalancing. Maybe somebody went towards a Queen of Wands, a fire sign, somebody wearing a mask. I think somebody deeply regrets hurting you in the past, and there is going to be a rebalancing. I think somebody, you know, was very deceptive, was not telling the truth, manipulative, and there's about to be movement forward because there's this crossroads energy. Somebody's been stuck at the crossroads, needing to choose a direction, and I think there's somebody getting ready to pack up and move homes because it's Judgment Day. I think somebody is making that final judgment call to put the past to bed once and for all. Somebody is getting spun out of their comfort zone when it comes to learning a valuable lesson of expansion. I think luck is on your side. There's a masculine energy here that is getting ready to take the steps needed to take to go in a new direction. There's a lot of communication coming forward, and somebody I feel is seeking resolution, wanting to be able to work with you. I think somebody's coming in hot, passionate, heavy. Maybe in the past this person didn't want to commit. I think they played into some passionate desires. There was a lot of emotions here. And I think somebody deeply regrets walking away from you, sneaking away from you. I think somebody, you know, cheated, lied, deceived in the past. And now they're facing some karmic judgment for their actions. But I think you're standing in the light of truth. I think you have been hurt before and your walls are up when it comes to this third party energy. You've gone through profound life transformation, Taurus, and it's kind of time for you to birth this new life because you are building a legacy. And somebody is coming forward with a whole lot of communication, a whole lot of truth, and a whole lot of passion for you. So let's see what else needs to come through. A necessary transition. Somebody is getting rigorously honest with themselves. I do think somebody self-sabotaged this connection. They got stuck in an illusion with a karmic situation by all kinds of negative influences. And I do believe this is a divine partnership on your path. And as you kind of stay in that high vibration, Taurus, that is going to allow you to draw this divine counterpart in. So what else does Taurus need to be aware of when it comes to these energies? I think somebody's getting ready to try a different approach with you. Somebody's definitely coming forward, you know, trying that different approach. Somebody is trying to find their strength and their bravery to come forward and offer you something. I think, you know, the Empress can be very intimidating. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She sure as hell ain't going to chase anybody. My nose is itchy. You might be kissing a fool. Definitely some throat chakra activations. I think somebody really is refocusing in the energies. I think somebody, you know, has lacked the strength, the bravery to come forward with an offer for you. I think somebody really is looking at your side of the situation, gaining a new perspective, coming into some self-awareness that, hey, a partnership really does require compromise, honesty, an open mind, a loving heart. And I think somebody's recognizing that they need to create a healthy space between you and them. I think somebody's been caught up in a very unhealthy, toxic situation. Yeah, situation, very unhealthy. And they're about to refocus their energy. I think there is a lot of external forces playing a factor in the month of March when it comes to illuminating what truly is going to bring you fulfillment. Happiness never, ever requires your permission, Taurus. So I think there's somebody, you know, being the observer. I think somebody's been watching you from behind the scenes, going through a very difficult time. And they're about ready to come forward and honor this connection once and for all, to face that final judgment call. And that's kind of what I got for you for the month of March, Taurus. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or twin flame reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below, Taurus. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.